Okay, I'm going to see how far I can get in this book before my battery dies. I just showed you the first Smash book that I made. This is a K & Company Smash book that I purchased, and I colored in the flowers. This is the pretty one, and I really love the pages in this one. I love my washi tape, so I started just putting a strip of each of the washi tapes that I purchased on this. I didn't have very many to begin with, and then it just built up, and I added more on that page, and then I put more on the back. So I ended up with a lot of washi tape, and I've had more since then, but I just love washi tape. So the first page in this book says, "Oh look, we baked you a cake." And since I am a baker, and in 2013 I did a cake of the month. Each month I tried a new cake recipe. So I wrote about each of them on this page, what the name of the recipe was and what we thought of it and whether we thought I would use it again or not. So that was fun. And then I did a 30-day challenge just to accomplish something every day for September of 2012. So I just wrote about the 30-day challenge. This one is some Halloween mini albums that I made. I wish I could show them, but I sold them both. And that was before I started doing videos. So I don't have a video of them, but I thought they were really fun. And this is my craft room. I cleaned it and organized it. So I took pictures of it, put it in there. And another Smash book that I had made for a baby girl. Somebody had ordered a book. And that one's for a wedding. And then this page, I didn't like the picture on it, so I just put on some samples of Zentangling practice that I did. I don't do much of it, but when I do it, I just stick it in my Smash book. This day I wanted to try a new recipe from Pinterest, so I tried the recipe, which was really good, and I printed the recipe out, folded it up, and put it in this Cricut pot that I put in as a pocket. These are some little tiny notebooks that I made with my Bind It All. And I thought they were cute. I took a picture of them. That was my day 16 for my 31-day challenge. This one was make banana bread and Crispix mix. And so I put on this apron in here. Some more Smash books, making more Smash books. This one was buy new shoes. And I went to Kohl's to buy shoes, and I bought the shoes that were actually in the flyer, so I put that in there. This one was trying out new punches, so I put samples of the punches in here. This is the Some Kinds of Wonderful and Some Kinds of Crazy page, so once in a while I go back to this page and write some more stuff in there, things I've done or tasted or seen or heard. Day 21 was a special day that I wrote about there. A lady gave me some of her many, many, many pieces of Fenton glass. And then this page says things to do, so I just wrote down books and albums and things like that that I want to make. I can check them off as I go. And it has this pretty ribbon with a metal piece, and it says Follow Your Bliss. I glued that on there. And then day 27, I finished my daughter's December daily I made for her. I don't know if she actually did anything in it, but I made it for her. This is a Tim Holtz picture from one of his collections, and I put that in there because she looks like my mother, like old pictures I've seen of my mother. So what the chore was for that day was put photos in albums. So that's why I put the photo and camera and stuff there. This was a very busy day. I had a lot to do, so I wrote do everything and just wrote all the stuff I had to do and checked them off. This page was just pretty, and I put this little paper doily on and this little tag that says, and I put a word on it that says joyful, and then I stamped scripture verses that I have, just left it this way. And then in October, instead of a 30-day challenge, I did an organize project. So I wanted to organize something in my home every day. So I just wrote about what I had organized that day and then decorated with washi tape and little borders and things. I interrupted the organization page because this was a library page, And I put pictures of some of the books that I have waiting for me to read. Look at that. I have a lot of books to read. So I put that picture in there and wrote books that I had read in January and February. And then I put a library pocket here. This is an actual one taken out of a library book. It has a real tall back on it. Decorated it with paper and put on some banners and things. And the library card on this one says books I want to read, and as they're from my shelves, and as I read them, I check them off. And here's the rest of the organization project. This page is just a Saturday and a Sunday, and I just kind of wrote every which way things that I did on those days. Did some stamping and some decorating. I love Mary Tyler Moore Show. I grew up in the 70s, so this is what we watched at home on a Saturday night. So I printed this picture of Mary and her friends and just wrote about that. This is just whatever page. This is something my grandson, who is very quotable, said something, and I wrote it down here, and a card my daughter had made me. We both love Winnie the Pooh. And here's another challenge, 28-day challenge, because it must have been February. So some things I did, make this book and finish my table runner, various things. When I organized my rubber stamps, I stamped to show that I had done that. And then this page was to make a homemade glimmer mist, so I sprayed samples of the glimmer mist. And this one, day 13, I have another little file folder here. Organize files of ideas and inspiration. So I organize my files, and then I use this little file folder to journal it. So day 14, I made the cake of the month for February, which was this snowy Yule log. It was good, but I don't think I'll ever make it again. And here, my grandsons were baking with me, so I have a picture of them wearing their aprons. Some more Zentangle patterns. On this page, I just put on these little pink bags and put lists in them. Grocery, because up here I wrote stamped I love lists, and put some stickers here, spell out lists. And then I put some grocery lists and some craft stores lists, things I needed to get at craft stores. And this is for to-do lists. This paper is pretty, so I didn't do any more embellishment to it. Continuing on with the 28-day challenge, my husband bought me some new shelves for my craft room, so I set those up and organized them. On day 24, I helped my granddaughter make a smash book for her sister's birthday. And another new recipe I tried. I made a smash book and a journal for days 27 and 28. So there's a picture of the journal and there's a picture of the smash book, which is the next book I'm going to show you because I've been smashing in it. It's almost done. And then this day, I think that was the end of the challenge. Yeah, that was day 28. So we bought furniture, and so I put pictures of that in there. These chairs are cut from the Cricut. Went to see The Hobbit and Oz the Great and Powerful. So I printed these images out from the internet and wrote about them. And I put pictures in here from the magazine of the three witches that were in. They're not witches, they're the actresses that play the witches in the movie. And just some journaling about it. On this page, I wrote this quote, "Enjoy life. Don't wish your days away waiting for better ones ahead." It's something I need to remember. I printed this from the internet, and then I wrote this quote out and then doodled around the page. So I have to do another quote over on this page. I just haven't actually looked for a quote to put there, but that's what I want to do on that page. I put this sticker on here. "Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you." This page said A is for, and I wrote adorable and put a picture of my two granddaughters and their names there. And then this page said D, and I filled in delightful and put a picture of my two grandsons. I used numbers cut out to put their ages at the time on there. For the top 10 page, I chose top 10 Dan Fogelberg songs. He's my favorite singer. I was very sad when he passed away from cancer a few years ago. But I wrote, it's hard to pick favorite songs because I love all of his songs, but I wrote some there. I didn't write them all. I have to write some more. And then I'm going to write part of the lyrics for each one. And then I photocopied some of my CD liners, and I'm going to make a little booklet to put in this little pocket. And here's a self-portrait that was in one of my CD liners that he had done of himself. So I put that in there. This was when we went to visit my daughter and her husband and boys at Fort Drum, New York, when he was in the Army. We stopped at Johnny Rockets in Syracuse on the way, so I put that little paper there and wrote about it. Cut this, I got a milkshake there, so I wrote, cut this out from the Cricut. And this doily was under my milkshake as a little coaster, so I saved it. So this is writing about when we went to Texas Roadhouse with them. Once we got the Fort Drum, we took them out to Texas Roadhouse. We wrote about that. And this was just about our day or our weekend with them. And then my husband started working for Schwann's, delivering their frozen foods, and so I put some pictures from their catalog there because the last page says that was delicious, wasn't it? So I thought it was appropriate to put pictures of the Schwann's food there. More washi tape, and this little bird with a crown that I cut from my Cricut just decorates the back page. So that's my pink smash book. Hope you liked it. Leave a comment.